let me show you what I'm doing right now. So I got this order. And this is how we see our requirements. The buyer gave me a script to create an animation. I downloaded the script and here it is. Okay, so there are different ways people send scripts. Sometimes they will send you a text script. They can send you an image with the script in it, anything. Ideally, when you are getting lots of orders, you can just tell your buyers how you want them to provide you information. Okay, you don't have to go with what they are doing, because when you're getting a lot of orders, then if people are sending scripts in random ways or instructions in random ways, you don't have the time. They should be able to tell you in a format that is easiest and quickest for you to understand. But we will come to that in our next videos. Right now I'm just showing you how to create a simple blackboard animation. So this is the script. It's a very short script, and the software I use is VideoScribe. I have it open over here. We go to this button, create a new scribe. I choose this resolution 16:9, the landscape style. Okay, so this is supposed to be a chalkboard animation. Okay, let me show where the buyer said that it has to be a chalkboard. He said, "Hello, I would like a blackboard video. I have attached the script. Please let me know if you have any questions." So it's a blackboard or chalkboard or whatever, the same thing. So I have this image of a blackboard which I downloaded. It's on my computer. You can get this from anywhere. If you want to make blackboard animations, I can provide you all the images that I use. So this is the blackboard I'm going to use, and over here you can see that it looks like a blackboard. It doesn't really look very nice, so I'm going to pause the video and find a better image. Okay, so let's look at the results Google has for us. There are lots of chalkboards or blackboards, and we can choose one that does not have any licensing issues. For example, this is a wallpaper. We can look at this. It has to look nice as well, very realistic. This looks okay, so I'm going to download this. I am making these videos in English on purpose because I want to repurpose them and make articles out of them. And also because we are learning to talk effectively with international clients, we should all know how to communicate in English effectively. So this is all practice. Okay, I'm going to remove this. Blackboard, and I'm going to add another one, the new image that I just downloaded. Okay, so we import an image like this. Did you notice where I clicked over here and then we select the image? And people who are watching how to do this for the first time might have to watch this a few times. We select how an image loads on this software. So I don't want it to sketch it. If we will see how the sketch feature looks like. Right now I'm going to select reveal, and I will just select fade in, and I'm also going to set, don't get intimidated or overwhelmed by this. This is a very easy software. You will see how easy it is when you start using it yourself. We just go to the we load images on it, and the rest of the things the software does itself. we will select 0 over here. Okay, I'm going to show you like if I don't change anything how it looks like. Okay, so I just loaded the image over here. Let's see, we can see how it looks. It's like fading in, right? Can you see that? But I don't want it to fade in because it looks unnatural. I just want the video to start with the blackboard. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove the animation from it. Animation time 0, pause 0, transition 0, everything is 0 now. And what else am I going to do? I'm going to increase the size, and I'm going to set the camera here. So now this is the button for the camera perspective, camera, whatever. So now the image is stuck here in this position. When I start the video now, you will see that we see only the chalkboard, no white space and no moving in or fading in or anything. Okay, so these are the initial settings for a blackboard video. We import a blackboard image, and then we set the animation time to 0, and then we set the camera so that the background becomes the blackboard, not the white here. The blackboard becomes the background. Okay, now we are going to look at the script. The script is: how does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? To create an effective animation, okay, to create an effective animation that a client really likes, we should first understand the script. We should know what they are trying to say, what they want the viewers to understand, the message they're trying to give. We should really understand it very well, and only then we are able to create an animation that they're going to like. So let's look at the script. How does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? Now they're telling different ways they help. The call is some sort of a company, and they help Christian families join the mission of foster care. Okay, so what do? They raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. We work with families through certification and through the journey after. We provide training that meets licensing requirements and prepares families to help children from hard places. We sponsor CPR first aid classes and provide required fire safety devices. We provide continuous encouragement, prayer, and resources. Okay. So now we have a basic idea that this is a company or an organization, and they want Christian families to join the mission of foster care, like adopt children, and they educate families on how to start adopting children. They raise awareness for it. They are educating families. They are helping families to help children from hard places, which means that they want to help children that nobody else wants to adopt, or they are the children who are neglected. And what do they do for them? They go an extra mile. They sponsor them with first aid classes. So because they're adopting children, they are not their own, so they should have the extra skills necessary to help those children if a need arises. They want to make sure that the families are good families who are going to care for the children, so they're giving them extra skills. We provide continuous encouragement, prayer, and resources, and they like ongoing support they provide. Okay, so okay, now let's come to the images that I use. Do you know the difference between vector images and the normal JPG or PNG, or maybe we call them rasterized images? The difference is that these vectorized images or SVG images, the vector images, they can be scaled up or down by any amount, and they will not lose their resolution. For example, let me show you an image which is a vector. Okay, my laptop is very slow because I don't turn it off at night and things are really slow. lately. Let me show you another example of a normal image. For example, I'm making these designs for a client, so let's open one of these. It's a normal image, a PNG or JPG, and let me show what happens when I zoom in. Do you see how the border here is now faded? It has lost its the definition or clarity or whatever you want to call it. Do you see it's zigzagging here, and you see these pixelated pixels or pixelated whatever, I don't know. So this image here in this size, it looks fine. The circles look like proper clear circles with clear borders, but when you zoom in, make it very much zoomed in, the borders have lost their clarity. So this is what happens to normal images. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, in normal images like PNG, JPG, in these images, we lose definition as we zoom in. But what happens with SVG or vector images? No matter how much you zoom in, they don't lose their definition. For example, I have lots and lots of SVG images here. For example, this is an accountant. And what are we going to do? We are going to zoom it in, not sure how, like this, and you will see see how it's now 500%, but there's no difference in the fineness or the clarity of these lines. But if we take a PNG version of the same image, so it's taking forever again. I really need to change my laptop. So what are we doing now? We are opening a PNG image of the same image, and we are going to zoom it in. Zoom it. See? Do you see how the lines are not clear? They're zigzaggy or whatever. They're losing their clarity, resolution, everything, definition, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Okay. So the reason why we don't use these images, there are lots of reasons, but this software supports SVG images, and the hands we have over here, they are compatible with SVG images. So let me show you. We're going to start taking the words of the script and start creating our animation. I'm not going to show you how I create the whole animation in this video. I'm just telling you how easy it is to do this. Okay, how does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? I'm not focusing on the design aspect for now or the presentation. I'm just telling you the process, how we do it. So we first added this image here, the blackboard image, and then we set the camera from here, and then we're adding text. Okay, so you will find lots of tutorials for this software on YouTube, so you can learn how to use it, play around with it. For example, if we preview this, okay, let's see, I just put this text here and let's see how it looks. Okay, so how does the you see the hand has a pen in it, and it's not going well with the background, which is of a blackboard. So what are we going to do? We are going to change the default hand from here. I'm going to choose Rosie's hand, and there are lots of hands with color pencils and markers and highlighters, but what am I going to choose? I'm going to choose a chalk hand. And Yes. Now let's see. Now it's writing with the chalk. How does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? And now it's writing it too slow, too boring. So I'm going to select the animation time. I'm going to decrease it from 14.8 seconds. Let's count the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 words. I think 7 seconds should be enough for 13 words. Now let's see what happens. How does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? It's still slow. I will make it 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And I'm going to remove the camera whatever, I don't know. I'm going to remove the camera settings from it and now see what happens. It's the same. Why? I am removing the camera settings from it. Okay, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to cross it. Now let's see how it writes. How does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? I'm going to increase the size of the blackboard. Now, how does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? Now I'm going to add a pause and a transition, which is already there. 5 seconds, 1 second. Okay. Now we are going to move to so I'm designing the last screen for this video. By the end of the video, I would like it to look like this. So I'm going to set the camera to the blackboard's camera over here. Now I'm going to add more text. For that, I'm going to try and duplicate this if it's possible, because I haven't used the software for a while, so I don't know how this latest version works really well. I'd been using an older version before. I see that the copy element is over here, so I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this, so we have another text which says the same thing. And what am I now going to do? I'm going to edit this text and I'm going to write the next line of the script, which is we raise awareness of the need for more foster families. Edit text. We raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. I'm going to make this smaller. So this is one way they help. And I am going to add number, alphabets and symbols, emojis, icons. I'm going to add, maybe this might have numbers as well. Or I'm going to just search for 1. see all these SVG images here, the clip art which is included in the software, so you don't have to get it from anywhere else. When I started using this software, they didn't have all these images, not so many, they had very few, so I had to use other sources. Why don't we just use a keyboard for a one and just use a really bold, nice font for it. For example, this. And I forgot to change the color. This is how we can just use our keyboard for this. And then I'm going to add a circle. I like to use this. It's not a perfect circle, but when we are writing on a real blackboard, we don't make perfect circles either, so this looks natural, kind of. Okay, we don't want a glow, we want drawing options. From here we select outline, and then we are able to select a color for it. So we set camera here. We're going to do this. We don't actually want to set our camera here. I'm going to remove this. So now I'm going to set camera for this over here, and I'm going to set camera for this here as well, and for this here as well. For this, you will notice, let's preview how it looks so far. I'm going to start it from the beginning. So how does the call helpers and families join the mission of foster care? You see the transition? It says, we raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. Okay, so this needs to have a space in between, because in design we know that the elements should always have breathing space. They shouldn't be very much close together. Okay, so this is number one. I'm going to decrease the size to give one some breathing space, not to have the circle all too close around it. And now the sentence here, if we look at the number is too big, I would just decrease the size a bit. Yes, and now I'm going to do this, adjust the. Now I'm going to select all three of these. I'm going to remove the camera and set the camera all together in the same place. Okay, because if I don't do that, you will notice what happens. You will see when you are trying. How does the call help Christian families join the mission of foster care? There's a very long pause after one. We don't want a pause after one, so I'm going to remove the pause. I'm going to remove the transition. Now see. We raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. Okay, so with this we can show an image of, okay, so they're educating families, they're raising awareness. So over here we want to show somebody raising awareness or educating. So we are going to go to the folder where they are presenting something. This one looks great. I'll use this because there are people in it and shows that they're watching and someone's teaching. So I'm going to select outline white, and here we go. We are going to make this image in 1 second and we don't want any pause in it, and we raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. And now I'm going to show that we raise awareness. We're raising awareness and we're educating families on how to help. So what are we going to show? We are going to show that there is a child. Where is the child? Over here we see a woman showing some sort of affection towards a child, and over here as well. And what else do we have? We have this. This is a nice image we might want to use later on in the video. This is a nice video. These are happy kids playing. So we are all this is also a happy, secure child. So we are going to all copy these images which are relevant to us, and we are going to copy it in our folder for this video. I want to see. Okay, I don't have the codec which allows me to preview these files. So again, although I'm using my library to collect photos, I'm going to use the inbuilt library first as a preference and see if we can find images consistent with our design style. For example, they have this image here. See, I think this is a very nice image because it shows that we want to help foster families. Foster families. We raise awareness of the need for more foster families and educate families on how to help. So we didn't need any pause over here. But what we do need is a transition over here. And because this is a very an image that I really want people to see clearly, I'm going to zoom in for this. So I'm not selecting. So I'm letting it get zoomed in when they make it. This is where I'm going to set the camera, and then I'm going to copy and paste. And this one is for okay, so I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to set the camera of this over here. Now let's start from the beginning and see. Okay, what do you think of this? So this is our scene number 1. I'm making sure everything is in the center for a better aesthetic appeal, and then I'm going to close the video so you get the idea of how we make different scenes with this software.